But you know what it was for me? I looked at Flex magazine and I thought, I do want to be a pro bodybuilder. It was Kevin Levrone, if you're watching. Maybe you're watching, maybe you're not. You might watch soon, but I looked at his physique and I thought, yeah, I want to get that. And I thought, should I hop on the gear? Let's see what happens.
Yeah.
And the thing for me, as I spoke about many times, the food. I just couldn't hammer the food. Got to meal 5, couldn't do it.
I mean, mine was, I lived in Malia, Party Island.
Nice.
I always was training, that because I was drinking alcohol a lot, my body just seemed to never get anywhere, right? I met a few security guys out there that were doing security, English guys, they were all doing gear. And one of his girlfriends was a nurse. Right. And I said, if I'm gonna do it, they were like trying to talk me into it. I was like, oh, right, I'll do a little bit, right? Because the fact that I'm training, drinking every day, stupidest thing you could ever have done, but young and dumb, right? But anyway, the only reason I let myself do it is because one of the guys' girlfriend was a registered nurse. So I let her inject me, right? And did it. And yet I swelled up like a water balloon. I look like a hamster because of all the alcohol. So if you're drinking and if you're drinking alcohol and taking gear, it's the worst thing because it's just going to attract.
I don't drink, mate.
He doesn't drink, so that's good.
I drink on a one-off occasion.
Twice since I've known him.
So I've seen him the 2 occasions.
That is.
I've drank 3 times in Thailand. You've seen
in 9 months, which is not bad. Which is not bad for 24.
That's not
but
bad,
it really attracted water, and I realised. But the thing is, I did that, realised it was completely wrong, and said, when I get home, I'm going to do this properly. I'm going to take it seriously. I'm going to do my research. I'm not just going to listen to every idiot that's telling me what to do.
Google wasn't around then.
Steroid.com.
Google wasn't around then.
No,
Steroid.com was, but there was a very few people talking about it.
It was the first thing I knew, and it was very niche, right?
You know what's crazy about that?
Go a bit closer, because
my first education for PEDs was pretty much JP, John Jewett, and his J3U, and obviously just probably like guys like Steve and things like that. So I come from a totally different.
There's knowledge there now.
There was knowledge.
I come from like the complete. I have so much information. I have to figure out
which is right and which is wrong.
Most credible
also, actually, you know what? That's also an issue. So from our age group, you know, mid 80s, early 80s. I'm not going to say. We're not going to say.
Old CUNCs.
For those guys, yeah. There was very little information.
There was, yeah.
So whatever information we had, we held as the gospel, because we couldn't get anyone else to give us that information.
Yeah.
Today, there's that much information. I use a quote for this one. If you sharpen a sword too much, you blunt it. And that's the issue. Yeah. So right now, there's that much information, you have like a sensory overload, and you think, who's right?
Yeah. Because they're all saying different things.
Yeah, everyone's a gear expert.
So I don't know if it's better now.
No.
I don't know. I preferred kind of having to
I think it's a little bit safer now, because at least there is some instruction.
Blood work is a big thing now. Like the first thing that I do when guys come to me, blood work, get blood work done. Back in those days, nobody knew what blood work was. Blood work was, get your blood work done, can you smash trend? Yes, good, go for it. That's what it was, isn't it? Blood work was, can you smash gear? That's all we looked at. We didn't look at health marks.
There wasn't any blood tests. I didn't even know what one was and where to get it from. Didn't know.
So you went on the online portals?
Yeah, pretty much.
I feel the paid stuff's better.
It is.
Because Google, anyone can write Google.
Yes. Yeah.
Anyone jump on a forum and jump on to write them. I'm not saying paid stuff because I have a paid portal coming soon as well. It's not just for that. The point is
or they can pay for a coach, and they can come to a coach who actually looks like a good bodybuilder, and they wouldn't have got that far if they didn't have any knowledge whatsoever.
Yeah. I always say this as well, always pick the coach who best fits you. Yeah. And the best way to do that is look for someone who is your age demographic first and foremost. Yeah. And he's on the same life path as you. Like I could go
where you want to be.
Or where you want to be, yeah. I can go to a bodybuilder and the stack he's going to give me is not suitable for me or where I want to go. So it's a little bit pointless. Our goals don't align. Therefore, his knowledge might be up there, but I might not need that amount of knowledge. Yeah. Whereas I say to a lot of my clients as well is, it's up to you to extract the information out of me, not for me to give it, because I've got that much knowledge, I can't give you all much, because half of it, well, not half, 90% of it's irrelevant for you. So ask me the questions that you need answering, and I'm gonna answer those questions.
Yeah, and in life, it's all about taking information and working out what's best for you, which is basically saying you could take knowledge of this person, that person, and take all of that and whatever really suits you and your lifestyle and who you are, you go with that. There is no complete right way and complete wrong way. No. It's taking bits of information of people that actually know what they're talking about. Some might have an opinion of very low test all the time. Some might have an opinion of you need to have a decent amount. He's not saying that one is right and one is wrong. You know, just do the safe way. Make sure that you're doing your bloods and making sure your body's not crumbling. As long as you're doing that, you're always one step ahead of it, you know, and you're learning about your body. Because we spoke about this before, some people can have 300 tests and get a good result, yeah? Because their natural testosterone is quite high anyway. Yeah. So giving them 300, they're gonna get a response. Whereas somebody...
think that suppress their natural testosterone?
It will suppress it, but not so much on 300.
Yeah.
It won't really suppress it. You'll bounce back quickly.
Yeah.
But if you've been on 750 to 1,000 for 10 years, on and off, you go low, mate, you ain't coming back for about a year to two.
Zero.
It's not going to happen.
If it ever does, yeah. I've known guys to, the old school way of getting your missus pregnant back in the days was come off gear.
Yeah.
And you could see it. You could see the big bodybuilders in the gym, and he's like, well, what's happened? I've been off gear 10 months. Why? Trying to get missus pregnant. They didn't know about the pregnancy protocols. That wasn't around those days.
There wasn't information.
Nobody was talking about HMG, HCG, Clomid, all this kind of stuff. It was like, you want to get your missus pregnant, get off gear.
Yeah.
Now, fortunately for me, I was on.
We can still happen. It doesn't mean it suppresses it completely.
Yeah, it doesn't.
It only takes one.
There's guys who've never touched gear who can't conceive.
Yeah.
So it's not down to just gear. There's way more factors.
It's not helping you by doing.
It doesn't help though.
It's not going to help you. It's not going to help your situation.
I agree with
but
that.
Don't be put off by it completely.
Let's just quickly back on track with the gear information for the youngsters nowadays.
Yeah. Take your time. Don't just, if you're 18, don't need it. Your testosterone is going to be super high anyway. I started at 23, 24 when, not that it was low, but it's at a healthier point to maybe start. If you're starting too early, all you're going to do is prevent the normal, natural way of you growing.
What a lot of people don't know? You can manipulate testosterone at a young age if you diet right, if you train right, if you sleep right, if you're doing the right activities. Not later on in life. I don't believe someone 40-year-old can all of a sudden start doing certain things in the gym and bring his test back to normal or high again. No, but for a young guy, I would say anyone below 30, if you have low test and you're fat, hire a coach.
Yeah, but then get back
straight
into
away.
You can naturally build your natural
naturally bring it back up gradually, and once you brought it back up to the point where you think it's comfortable,
a normal range,
and then if it starts dipping, then obviously need therapy. We need TRT. That's when it's needed. But to the young guys, have a lot of young guys come to me, and unfortunately, I say to them, look, there's two options. Either you do all this work, get it all off the fat, and get healthy, or TRT.
Just reach your genetic peak. Just don't take it just because everyone else is taking it. If you want to compete, it's going to be part and parcel of your journey.
That's why at 23, I realized I actually want to try bodybuilding. And I was already training powerlifting pretty much before that for about 5 years. But I had my coach and mentor then was telling me, don't get years of training in first, natural. Yeah. You don't need the gear yet.
No,
so it wasn't until I was like, okay, I think I actually want to compete, and competing as a natural just doesn't seem lucrative to me. So this is where I want to go.
It's not as appealing, is it? It depends what you want. If you want to stay natural, there's natural shows for people. I always say you don't have to do the other shows. Yeah. If you want to be a pro bodybuilder, let's keep it real, you're gonna have to.
You need to. There's no one on stage on the IFBB at least.
Unless they're Ronnie Coleman. Yeah. There'd be a genetic freak. But I mean, these people don't come along often.
How often that guy?
1 in a million.
He ain't gonna anyone at the minute?
No,
I don't think so.
No. But you know, that's the thing. You know, just get past. Get years of training under your belt. Like I say, I didn't start. I was training from 18 to 23. No steroids. I was strong. I was as big as somebody on. There was people in the gym that they were like, "Are you sure you're not steroids?"
You're pointing at me there, bro. Is that
No, but in the gym there was, and that's why people said you should try competing because you're a decent size and you're not even taking gear. But just be sensible. Don't be 16 and start taking gear. It's the worst thing you can do, and you're not even old enough, mature enough to actually know, is this what I really want to do for the rest of my life? Get some years under training. If you're consistent with the food, see your genetic peak, see how far you can get, and once you start hitting that plateau where you don't seem to, no matter what you do, you're not growing, then decide, okay, do you know what? I'm gonna take that extra bit of sauce and see where I can run with it. But only if you're gonna compete. If you're just gonna be in the gym just for your ego, don't bother, mate. I mean, what you're putting yourself into a position where complications can happen. You might not have babies if you don't. And what for? You're not even competing. You're not even. What are you doing it for? What, for your ego? Just eat. Train, enjoy your life. If you're not a competitor, don't even bother taking it.
Can I just say, there's a snake in the gym. Literally, turn the camera around there, quickly, turn the camera around there. Go get it, video it. There's a snake in the gym.
There's a snake?
Yeah, literally, let's have a look.
Oh my God.
Fucking snake. Let's see it, bro. Wait, let me see it on the camera. Come for the camera.
Where is it?
It's
Where
in
is
his
it?
hand. It's in his hand.
He got rid of it.
That was funny. That while we're recording, there's a snake in the gym. What kind of snake is that? Can I stroke it? Woo! Wow, that feels really strange, doesn't it? Snakes always feel a bit strange. That's so nuts. That's so nuts. Would have thought. You're used to it from Australia, you bro. That's nothing to you. He's from Australia. That's no.
That's normal.
A snake in the gym.
House
What's
snake,
that,
that
bro?
one.
What's the snake? That's nothing, bro.
This is a snake.
We only see pythons running about.